after. Whatever. Fuck it. Hello, and welcome back to another wonderful stream. Brought to you by having errors all day. But yeah, thank you all for joining us. We are on chapter 2. Welcome to Elderon. This is going to be interesting. It's like one of the first times I ever got panicky about prepping something, because usually it's all good. I run a module and everything's fine, but now we gotta make up places. Anyways,
Homebrew is fun.
no, it is fun. It's gonna be super exciting. I'm excited. So tell me, what is everyone's um sorry. What's everyone's objectives? We came back from an overnight stay. Is anyone doing anything at the night of staying over at Ismark's place?
Upon seeing that that Ismark was in fact the person that Joel was trying to direct us to, uh Cadmus would look at one of the pieces of glass and look over at Ismark. Would you mind if I take part of one of those? Need to repair my spectacles. Otherwise, unfortunately, I'm not going to be much help.
Oh, that there is some lightning glass. But yeah, you're welcome to it.
Lightning glass.
That's right.
What is lightning glass?
It's glass formed by lightning striking sand.
Oh, I kind of pick it up and look it over.
But if you think it'll work, you're welcome to it.
Thank you very much. And begins to sit down using a combination of just kind of fiddling with it and the mending cantrip. Gonna try and repair my spectacles so that I can actually see. Uh, no, I do not. I am only proficient with the herbalism kit. This is not my forte, but it's it's one of those like it's one of those things where I just gotta make do.
I don't know how much help I'd able to be in this particular situation, but I do have a set of thieves' tools. They might be of some use here.
I can try to assist you if you want, or I can do it. I don't know.
Lovely. Let me toggle that. Oh,
Oh, I am totally gonna break my glasses more.
thank you, Sonny.
All right, I how about I assist you?
I, I suppose that would be preferable.
All right,
Um,
so at least it's not disadvantage.
DM, what attribute should I use here? Wisdom. Very well then. And let me add that D4. Lovely.
since, since I'm assisting, does she get do they get the 19 instead? Yeah, I figured. Oh, that's fair. I'm just trying to make it so that I can see. Okay.
Did what I could.
I kind of put him on, blink a few times. That's certainly better. Oh wow, I can actually see the tree over there. It's not just a brown blur.
How wonderful. I'm glad I could have helped here.
Thank you. Alright. I'm gonna go set up my bedroll outside.
Lovely.
Nope.
Oh, shoot. There we go. I was muted for a second there. All right. So, we have everyone going to sleep. Everyone get up in the morning. It is a new day. Those... I don't know if I should say this. Those who know, all I'm going to say is 3. That's all. And yeah, so what is y'all's plans now as y'all have found Ismark? Y'all figured out the wolves and what's going on with them for right now.
Okay, now listen here, everybody. If we're going after wolves, and if they're what I fear and suspect, there's some things that you all should know. And he's basically addressing the group like outside of Solomon, not because he's ignoring Solomon, but because he knows Solomon has this knowledge already. If we run into werewolves, okay, which is what I fear, your ordinary weapons aren't going to do much, right? You need to attack with magic if you've got it. Silver works, and don't get bit.
Well, will spells work?
Spells should do just fine.
Alright.
Amazing. All right. So y'all headed to Elderon?
Headed to Elderon. Will we be passing through Trent on the way?
You can if you so wish.
I would like to see if I could get some supplies.
Gotcha. You know for a fact that the supplies are limited. Food, water, things on a trip. No big swords or anything. Maybe some small pitons. The selection is very meager. They don't really expect anything to happen, or they're not really prepped because everybody's always at Elderon. If they're not in Ithaca.
If Ismark knows enough to maybe save the trip into Trent, he's looking for silver chains, manacles, that kind of stuff.
You can definitely head over. And you know that there's some. There might not be a lot, but there's definitely something there.
Okay. Worth the trip then, at least to see.
Yep.
I suggest we dip into town on the way and see if we can get some supplies.
Alright. Do you know if there's an herbalist in town?
A what?
An herbalist.
Not that I know of, but I don't talk much to the locals. Keep to myself.
Solomon, you know the closest thing to an herbalist would probably be Lady Jewel. Old Lady Jewel.
Dear Lady Jewel, of course.
Would she, because I'm actually proficient in alchemist supplies, would she be better than me, or would I be maybe the closest thing?
She's got some knowledge on you, but you think you're pretty up there with her.
I would downplay that, though, at this point.
Yeah.
So, like, Solomon would relay that Lady Jewel is who you're looking for, Cadmus.
Oh, good. I'm looking for maybe some herbs that I think I remember how to actually make an elixir that would heal certain wounds, but I need some supplies to do so.
She'd be the one who could help you out.
All right. Thank you.
All right, we'll head back to Trent then. It sounds like some people got things to do there.
And real quick, because I think I kind of rushed Ismark's introduction because I was so eager to jump in the fray. If once getting a closer look at Ismark and kind of through the long hair and beard, half of his face, the left side of his face, is like drooped. Just to put in your mind's eye so you can properly picture Ismark. That's all. And no, I guess that's not all. And then Ismark goes about his cabin and readies some of the supplies. He grabs a 2-foot long copper rod, and starts putting together, some of his pack, including fistfuls of flowers and things for tea.
All right, awesome. All right, okay, so you'll head back to Trent. Ismark, that you need to go see, essentially, he's like the leader. There's not much to lead here. He's like is the go-to guy. His name is Throck Thunderbluff. And he kind of runs the general store, but also kind of people go to him hey, I need a little help here, and he's the kind of helps out. He keeps things civil around here. And that'll be at his home/shop, which he's just kind of real connected, so he doesn't have to worry about anything. And yeah, so tell me, who's going to go with Ismark to Throck, and who's going to go to Lady Jewel?
Cadmus to Lady Jewel.
All right.
Bella will accompany Cadmus.
I believe it would be pertinent to join Ismark.
All right. We got
Solomon will go with. I'm gonna go to Lady Jewel. I'll do the introductions.
All right, and Kilgore.
Kilgore will go with Kai and Ismark.
All right, amazing. We'll do Throck's scene first. You see him outside, kind of putting up some rope that's been tied together, and you see half a wooden bucket that's being built, and he's got all these side projects going on in this workshop, and he's just kind of you see the sweat off his brow and kind of a glistening in his beard, and he's 4 foot something. He's a dwarf, much older. He's got some gray streaks here and there, but you see him just kind of working hard. He kind of looks at you a little bit weary, as you don't come down from your mountain too often.
Ismark kind of just silently puts a hand of greeting up, a nod, and approaches.
You see him with a towel as he wipes his hands and brows and kind of raises his hand as well. Greetings.
Well met. Listen, I'm not much one for jibber jabber and small talk, as they say, Throck. But we're looking for some supplies. I know the village here is small, but looking for silver, manacles, chains, devices of restraint.
Rare commodity for sure. Let me look. You see him go back into a chest, and it's got a wolf pelt, some weird bobbins, loose nails and things, as he's just pointing things out. Here. And he's got this very dirty pair of silver handcuffs, or chains, just goes around the wrist, and that's it. I got this.
Yes, that's good.
Now, if you need any more, I got a bit of chain, but nothing much to it. He's got a 5-foot strand of it. It's only lightly
Yep.
coated. It's not full silver. Should do the job, but who can tell?
5 foot may be long enough, at least for now. Ismark will look over his shoulder at who all came along, Kai and Kilgore.
That's true.
Do you two require anything?
Throck, you wouldn't happen to have any perhaps weapons applied with silver?
He wipes his nose. What exactly are you looking for? I'm pretty, mainly got like pitchforks, hoes, spades, like whatever happens kind of idea.
Even a makeshift dagger, I think, would be fine for me.
You know what? Oh, that's loud. He goes, here you go. He kind of goes back and he gets like this very, like, it's kind of tarnished, like, very solid piece of metal. It looks like it's a spike, and it also kind of doubles as a, like, it's got like a wrapping around it, like a large nail that has been makeshift into a dagger.
I believe for the time being, this will do. How much will it cost?
When you're as busy as I am, you don't really get enough time off, you know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
If you have been, I've helped many people come and go from this area. So if you find yourself in Elderon and come back and bring me some like real fine cuisine, I am so busy all the time. That would do me plenty. Look, I just need a break. And hey, look, and he kind of motions to his shop. His tools are like worn down and like used and beat up, and like he's holding everything and just kind of like things are tied up and like patched up as best I can. Like it is worn down. Like if you can get a load of tools from give me a second.
Do take your time.
The forge in Elderon. Tell him that Thunderbluff called. So yeah, just give me that. Bring it back here. Everything's good as yours, because I am running thin.
I believe that could be very well done, indeed. Thank you, Throck.
Yeah, same for the chains. If you happen to have any, look, food and supplies is all I need down here. We're a very small community. Sometimes the traders like to send people down here. Sometimes they're too busy trading with Ithaca.
Are you implying that you don't want coin for these?
Look, bringing supplies down, it would be coin enough.
And you're willing to part with these goods on the promise of
Yes.
food?
Mm-hmm. Listen, I'm here to help. That's my whole thing down here. This community is very thin. Everyone just moves to Elderon, trying to get their hopes to get into Ithaca. So all I'm here for is just to help passerbys. I know people have had lots of death coming here. I know people have lost a lot coming here, or spent a lot. So, like, I don't expect anything. I mean, we're just living day by day here. Some of it people like to just have the nice, relaxing life after they've had traumatic shit go down. Like, people, but, as long as, here's a word of caution. don't go to Reggie's retreat. Reggie's retreat, okay? No one there is happy about their situation. And I've seen you before, and you haven't done anything wrong to my people. So I trust you. And he points directly at his mark. Kind of like... He keeps his hands close, so he doesn't feel like he's threatening you. He's just, like, making sure. And, you know, nothing's bad happened since you've been here. So I know I can trust you. But I just need supplies, man.
Very well.
Indeed. Kilgore, do you happen to want anything?
Me? Well, I have these sunflower seeds, so I think I'm quite prepared.
A minimalist, I like it.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. But hey, just, yeah, tell the head forger in Elderon that Thunderbluff sent you.
Indeed, we certainly will.
All right, appreciate it.
Ismark nods and starts putting the manacles and 5 foot of chain in his pack.
All right. And we're going to jump to Old Lady Jewel's place. You see that hole in the house, or where the doorway's supposed to be, is like wide open, but it's clearly made for like gnomes and halflings and kobolds alike. But there's like a larger window to the right where she kind of like brings out her wares and stuff. And you see like kind of at Cadmus's like head where it just has a little like knock here and an arrow pointing down to like the pane of this open window.
Okay. Is the window open or?
Yes, the window is open.
Lady Jewel?
Say that again?
Lady Jewel?
You hear nothing.
I kind of knock on the countertop a little bit loud.
Still nothing.
I'm gonna hit the closest door frame to me or whatever, and just that 3, cop knock. And
you go doo, 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 and you hear a small little click. Bing. It's not like chaotic. It feels a little bit uniform, and you just hear like just a bunch of like movement along the panes, and then all of a sudden you see that like this weird contraption kind of like reaches down, and you see a little bell there, and then out of nowhere a marble drops from the top and like ping, and you just see Lady Jewel like, well, you don't see her, you hear her say, "Oh look, we have customers," and she's like right behind y'all.
Oh, there you are.
Hello, how are you?
Doing well. Curious if you had any herbs for sale. Specifically those used in making healing elixirs.
Healing elixirs.
Well, the herbs themselves.
Yes, the herbs themselves. You know what they say, the spice of life. Let me see. And she kind of like walks on past you with an arm behind.
I lean over to Solomon. Is that actually something they say?
Just kind of look down at him and shrug.
All right.
Yeah, just like, I don't know. That's the look you're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So for once, I'm not the only one lost.
She goes in and she goes like, yes.
Solomon's gonna like. Oops, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, when she leaves, like, and he says that, Solomon would kind of like whisper to Cadmus and be like, "I try to keep things short with her."
That is actually quite fair.
Yes. Here we go. And she pops this little pendant with a little holly branch and this yellow orangish clear little like stone in it. Here you go.
Thank you. How much would this be?
Oh, just one little silver piece, please.
I put it on the table. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Ooh, would anybody else like a special pendant?
Solomon kind of steps forward and says, "No pendant, but all the sage and wolfsbane," and prattles off a couple other things in that vein.
Yes. Okay. Comes back, leaves, and like gives you, like a fern and some like lavender and, just a bunch of. He gives some sage, and just kind of like boop. There you go.
He tosses this like sack to her, like he doesn't really approach her for it, and just kind of so you can just put it all in there and kind of like comes old over to her.
Okay. And she kind of like puts it in the bag, and she's like, okay, there you go. Cadmus and Solomon, can you roll me an insight check?
Okay. Oh yeah, no, I already know that I did not get what I was coming for. But I mean, like,
yes.
But I mean, like, because basically I need 25 gold worth of materials to do this, and he just kind of, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, that's a natural 20.
Nice. You know that she is definitely does not remember what you asked for earlier and got a gist of it.
Yeah, I like pretty much. Cadmus, like thought, okay, I'm gonna give her one more try. Okay, this is a useless effort.
Yep. You'll try again?
Oh, sorry. I thought that was okay. So same deal for what I asked for. It's not
yours is just like
the correct order.
Yeah, it's definitely I mean, you got the sage.
Okay.
But that's it.
Cadmus goes, all right. So specifically, what I'm looking for, and he begins rattling off various herbs used in the making of a healing potion. And just like, I need this. Yeah, I need 2 branches of this one, and and being very specific, giving it one more try.
I'm just gonna look and see if I can see what I'm looking for from without
behind?
talking to her. Yeah, just like from where I'm standing, I'm seeing if from where if there's anything I'm looking for, so I could actually just like point to it, trying to cut out the middleman.
All right. Just roll me a. Let's see. What do I want to do? Roll me a What do I want? What do I want?
I wish I could help with this.
You can if you want.
Can I roll a nature check?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's a 15.
Let's see.
To help pick out whatever they're looking for, herb-wise.
Never forget that you can guide yourself.
From
I
your
thought of that and decided not to.
Okay, cool.
You see in the background that there is exactly what he needs. The like the 25 gold pieces worth of healing properties, the wolfsbane, everything that's Solomon just rattled off, and she just doesn't remember what she said. But you know, she's been getting away doing this the whole time because nobody wants to. But yeah. So yeah, how what are y'all gonna do? Like, or do you tell them, BB?
Yeah, I will inform them that what they're looking for is in there. We just need to figure out how to get it by either going in there ourselves or guiding her into grabbing it for us.
Miss Jewel, that right there, follow my finger? Right there?
I'm following it. She's just staring at the fingertip right now.
Solomon just walks behind the counter and just goes, not like aggressively or impolitely, just matter of factly, let me help you gather these things, and just starts going and grabbing the things.
All right, so I want you to roll me 2 dexterity checks right now.
Oh no.
On checks. Or
Saves.
Saves. Okay. 617.
617. All right.
Yeah. This was the first one.
You kind of duck down, and you kind of like, no problem, and you realize the roof kind of slopes downwards still, and as you kind of like try to duck lower, to avoid hitting your head, you step into one of the tracks that she has like all around this place, like a bunch of contraptions, and you just start hearing click 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 click, like, oh, it's dinner time, and then you just see this platter of food just drop from the top, and it's like a bunch of fungi and stuff, and then she just onto a table that wasn't there a second ago that just kind of pops out of nowhere. And so it would have hit you in the gut, but with your 17, you just kind of like deck back. And she starts eating.
Just like a momentary pause, kind of like little motion with the head to be like, okay, that just happened. A little sigh, and then just continue on with what I'm doing.
Could you guard me that jar there, and Cadmus makes an incantation and a motion with his hand, and a small arrow literally just appears in midair, pointing at the jar.
Takes out like a handkerchief, like holds it to his like mouth and nose because the stuff reeks, and yeah, he starts grabbing what you point out.
All right.
Thank you, Miss Jewel. And I place 25 gold on the counter. And back away.
All right. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for dinner. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Miss Jewel.
All right.
Out the door.
Out the door. All right, y'all meet back up near the exit to Trent.
As we're going, actually, once we're a little ways away from the Jules shop, Solomon's gonna kind of like reach into the pouch and grab the sack of herbs he got, and kind of hand them over towards Cadmus and kind of offer them to him to carry.
Sure, I can carry these.
At first he doesn't respond, but then he kind of says, realizing that like he's with people and needs to be more peaceable, goes, thank you. I don't like how they make my clothes smell. He kind of fumbles through the sentence and kind of continues on.
No, that's understandable.
All right, y'all meet up, right? Or sorry, I didn't know. There's more dialogue. Apologies.
No, you're good. I was just gonna ask what his plan was for what he, because I can't remember if you actually told us in character what you were doing with your herbs, Joseph.
I said that I knew how to make a healing elixir, or I think I know how to make a healing elixir.
Gotcha. Okay. So then, yeah, Solomon would hand those off to you, and then probably contextualize them by saying these things, if you burn them, usually drive off bother like werewolves and stuff. So I'm gonna see if maybe I can't. Burn them bothers the nose, I guess. I suppose. I'm gonna see if I can make maybe like a smoke screen out of it or not, if we got enough.
All right.
All right. Everyone's together, and we're heading to Elderon. Correct? Correct.
Yeah.
Hey, there's the rest of you.
Hello.
Hello again.
Oh no.
Hey, Cadmus and Kilgore both get 4 temporary hit points.
Ooh.
And then the rest of you get 5.
Oh, how lovely. Thank you again, Bella. I do believe your enchantments will come in great use.
I'm just preparing for a perilous journey.
Is this one of your bard features?
Yeah. I can share this with you, Joseph.
Oh, I don't want to say, but I think I know what that is.
Ismark kind of rubs his belly like he just got a little bit more full.
Okay, so for the 3 that got 5, it is max hit points.
Yep.
And then Cadmus and Kilgore got 4 temporary hit points. And that is all that I wanted to say.
All right. I want y'all all to roll me, and then I'm gonna go drop my dog outside real quick. On your way, I want y'all to just roll me each 1d20, and I'll be right back.
Oh, lovely.
I'm sure nothing
No
bad
modifiers,
could come
just
from
play.
these.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Hey,
All right.
Solomon, D20 bros.
D20 bros. That's a thing.
Now then.
Kai and Kilgore were so close. Hey, Kilgore and Ismark, D20 bros.
All right, I'm back.
Don't tell the DM.
Wait, what?
Nothing. We're not telling.
All right. Oh, I see it now. Semi cries. All right. Wonderful, wonderful. Y'all travel on foot, and it's going to be a 2 days journey. there is nothing to, what's it called? On your first day of travel, nothing seems to bother you, but I do want another set of whoever's on watch survival rolls. If there's 2 of you, roll with advantage. And you'll
Ember would. Oh, sorry.
and
go
this will
ahead.
probably be like a 3-shift thing, if I'm remembering correctly.
Ember will keep watch with whoever's up.
So we need a first, second, and third shift.
I'll take first.
I'll take it with you as well.
Ismark takes it as well.
All right. All right, and second shift?
I'll take the second.
I believe it would be pertinent for myself to join on that.
And then I'll need a third.
Bella can do third shift on her own.
All right. All right, so I want 3 dice for the first, 2 dice for the second, and the last one with Bella by himself. So first up, give me survival rolls.
Okay, so that's a natural 2. So for me, that's a 4.
All right.
This isn't for tracking, is it?
No, it's not for tracking. It's just to watch. Híjole.
Oh,
Oh,
there's
dear.
roll twice, sorry.
Yeah. All right.
Hey,
So 2 4s and a 15. You see that Ismark, as much as Ismark wanted to stay awake and be there and be vigilant, whatever those hit points did to his belly, man, gave him the food coma sleepies, and he knocks out.
It's reasonable.
Cadmus is just kind of like has this airy glass to his eyes. Like, he usually stays somewhere with Bella, but like this is kind of different. What's going on? More of a, what's it called? Just kind of like relearning things.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, but Solomon, you peer into the darkness. While everyone's one's asleep and the other one's like out. And I want you to roll me a perception check with advantage.
so with advantage, okay.
Yes.
17.
With a 17, you start to notice that there's a glow coming from beyond the woods to your west. This is way north than the, or this is more north, sorry, from the den, it's northeast of here. But from where you're at, it's like, it seems like there's this blue tint just on the horizon for some reason. And that's all. All right. Next, well, go ahead.
Right, that would be myself.
Yeah, next shift, yeah.
Where is it?
All right. Kai and Kilgore, y'all have a nice watch in the middle. Things are pitch black. And Kilgore, just roll me 1 perception die.
Oops. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, so yeah, nothing. You peer into the darkness peers back. Alright. And third watch. Bella.
Can I guidance myself?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
And Ember will stay up with Bella. She's technically up with everybody, but since Bella's alone.
Okay. Survival plus the D4. That's not
Nice.
That
Shit. Alright.
eagle eyes.
How much do I want to give you?
All of it. Just all of it.
You hear a bit of shuffling of footsteps far, far into the distance. Nothing you can see with your eyes, but you hear a couple crunching of leaves. You can tell that this animal's bipedal, and you can see that there's maybe 4. It seems like there's 4 out there right now. But they're like quite the distance away. They don't sound like they're coming towards y'all. It looks like they're just heading towards whatever road y'all are traveling on. So, does it seem like y'all are in danger with these people?
Can I guesstimate how big they are? Do they sound like wolves? Like about the size?
They're bipedal. So they have...
Oh, he's bipedal, okay.
And their size, not too larger than the compatriots you have right now.
That's not helpful.
Right.
Okay, I will wake up Ismark and tell him that I can hear, I see people moving through the woods.
Alright.
Not like towards us, but towards the road.
Mm-hmm.
Just before you rouse Ismark, you might catch some kind of distressed noises coming as he dreams. Maybe you catch the name Irina just before waking him. What is it?
I can hear some, I assume, people moving through the forest.
All right. You wear armor? Is it on?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright, should we inform any of the others?
No need.
Alright.
And you feel kind of like a metallic in the air as wind begins to gather underneath Ismark, and he rises off the ground and kind of looks at you to do the same.
Okay, I will closely fly after.
Alright. Roll
What do we see?
Roll me a perception check.
Oops.
My specialty. Hey.
Oh.
Nice. You follow the direction given by Bella, and in darkness, it's a bit tough to discern. But you start to, with your wind, kind of like you sit still for a second, and you look down, and you see like 4 humanoids. 2 of them look human, but the other 2 have hoods up, and they're just kind of like talking, and in like a very catty way, with like familiarity.
In case it's relevant for this scenario, having grown up in Barovia and this realm of darkness, Ismark's dark vision goes out to 120 feet.
Hell yeah. So, y'all look. Does Bella have dark vision as well?
Nope.
Alright, no worries. Alright. Bella, you hear small whispers, but Ismark, you see that there's a tinge of, like, in two of their pockets, one with a hood, one without, there's, like, these blue bandanas, like, the tail sticking out, while the other two have it, like, one's around their mouth, like their head, like a face mask, and then the other one's just tied around his right foot.
Like they're a little gang.
Yes, exactly.
Ismark shifts over to Bella. I think they're just, another adventuring party like ourselves. What do you reckon we do?
Well, if you believe them to simply be another adventuring party, we can head back towards camp. And I'll keep an ear out for them.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. Y'all head back. And Bella finishes her watch, and the next day happens. Alright. You spend the rest of the day traveling. Is there any RP you want to do before we head to Elderon?
Maybe.
Okay. Who do you want to RP with?
I want to get Solomon maybe up at either the front or the back of our what do you call it when you marching order? There it is. Marching.
All right. Sounds good. Someone takes the lead as y'all like drop to the back kind of thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, cool. And you go as you wish. I'll be right back.
Yeah, perfect. Go take Dirty Diana out to Can you say poop on Twitch? Surely you can talk about dogs pooping.
Yeah, take her out the Scheisse.
Wow. That is one excited dog.
Wow. Like Roger with her, jeez.
Well then.
Okay, so Ismark kind of falls in line with Solomon. Hey, I got some silvered restraints over in Trent. I think it might come in handy.
Nods and kind of with his head gestures over towards Cadmus and says, I picked up some more of that stuff you were drinking the other day and some other things that werewolves don't like. Convinced the Ganassi to hold on to it for me.
Good. Last night was practically a full moon, so we need to be prepared for anything as we get into Elderon.
You see him kind of like, when you talk to him, especially these last couple of days, he's getting like increasingly more distracted. And as you're talking, he's like, yeah, and then kind of refocuses and goes, it kind of rubs his throat and just goes, I know, I've been getting very thirsty. Do you have any more wine?
No, I don't.
I ran out a week ago.
So
Just
what are you
gets
gonna
a
do?
little- Well, before there was the butcher's pig and some of the goats and pets around Trent. I was able to pin it on the wolves, but when he kind of gestures over towards Kilgore and Kai and the others, when they dealt with the wolves as peaceful as they did, I don't know. I kind of had planned to kind of let trails off there. And
Why don't you, Solomon, listen, why don't you go scout ahead? See if you can pick up the trail.
It kind of like focuses on you for a second and is trying to read between the lines or see if there's something between the lines. But he just kind of like after a minute, whether he sees it or not, says like shakes his head kind of forcefully and just no, I think I'd rather be watched. Do you still
Well,
have that? You still have what I gave you?
yes, I do.
Good.
But I still think it might be prudent for you to keep the dangerous things away from us. Out ahead.
Kind of like hears it, a few times over in his head and just kind of like nods along. I think I get you. You said the moon's getting full soon. How's that wound on your leg?
Think tonight will be at its peak. It's okay. Haven't had any issue thus far, but it always makes me nervous, the full moons.
Yeah, up until the full moon, possible issues aren't issues, but trails off again and kind of like looks at the group in front of him, worried that maybe they overheard, and then kind of looks over to him. We should say something. No, and then kind of like
No,
corrects himself.
don't be foolish, Solomon.
This isn't right.
We're probably their best chance of getting out of this alive. We don't need to complicate things.
No, you're right. Just if things don't go well,
I won't hesitate.
and he kind of like smiles for a second, realizing like that's where your train of thought was, and he goes, "Oh, I was more concerned about them, but especially
Same.
with you."
Yeah, it is a bit concerning. I also might have to go scout ahead.
Watch each other then, and keep an eye on these guys.
Yeah, maybe that's best.
Red One's looking back here again. Wave at him. Kind of waved. And,
Cadmus was just looking back. Oh, okay, just making sure you're still behind us. Waves, then looks forward again.
yeah, and then just kind of wanting to end. Just thinking about what he's had to think about. Just kind of goes up towards Cadmus like he thought he called him.
What's up?
Did you find the path?
Sorry, I didn't hear you. What?
It was just filler. Just like, oh, he walks up like, oh, did you find the path, or what'd you guys see?
No, I was following everyone else. Was I supposed to be the one leading?
Well,
I don't think so. I'm not very good at this. I mean, points like to the trees and the dirt. I don't. Shit, did I miss a cue?
Atmosphere.
kind of
we're
looks
fo- we're
and
following
sees it's
Semi.
probably.
Bella, my apologies for breaking the fourth wall.
Who's Semi?
There is no Semi. We are following Bella. I believe she's the one above us.
Oh, alright.
Yep.
Okay. Whew. Thought I screwed up there.
All right. Anything else before we head on? All right then. On to Elderon.
Oh, would
Yes.
I be able to is it are we able to get there with just taking one night of rest, or is it multiple days of travel?
It's just one night's of rest, and you'll be there by the end of the next day.
Okay, cool.
Oh, does that mean it's the 23rd of Myrtle then? I think it does.
Yes.
Our first day of the session, which actually didn't have Ismark in it, was the 20th.
Right.
Then the 21st would have been the Werewolf Den.
Correct.
And then we left on the 22nd.
Yes.
Just had a night.
Mm-hmm.
So it's now the 23rd.
23rd of Myrtle.
We'll arrive to Elderon on the 23rd.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
I'm really glad that someone other than me is keeping track of the calendar.
It's my D&D's resolution.
Yeah. Okay, so there's nothing crazy. Okay, y'all head. It is night. Lights fill the courtyard. You pass a couple of smaller houses with a bit of gardens out back, as well as some like lumber yards near. And when you hit the middle of town, there stands a bronze statue, roughly 15 feet high, figures with varying features. They both seem to be of medium height. The faces seem to be all like polished out. Whatever features there were, you see remnants of them. So you see one of them with pointed ears, another one with a shaved head, and another with long flowing hair. But in their hands, you see a hammer, a sword, and a book, all lifted high as if triumphantly guiding you here. Like a eureka moment. Like, aha! And y'all see around this big courtyard, couple buildings. You notice the light of an inn called the Weary Traveler. You notice the low burn of a forge, not active at this moment. And you see another building called the Quest Log. What seems to be a church, but there's no kind of denotation of any markings of any specific god. You see a building called the Hall of Elderon, an empty square where it looks like a market used to be, or used to be thriving. Where do y'all want to go?
Dungeon Master, did you? I may have missed the first. It was Elderon gated, walled.
No, it's opened up.
Okay. Opened like there are no gates and walls, or that
there are no gates
were
and walls.
open.
Gotcha. Sorry, that's on my bad. Yeah, it's just open. Yeah, open.
Thank you.
Floor plan.
So as we approach the city, Bella will drop down to the ground and huddle at like the back of the group.
Interesting.
Okay.
Look,
Yeah, go ahead, Cadmus.
looking around, what kind of people do we see?
Not many. There's like you hear noise from the quest log and the weary traveler. Everything else seems pretty silent. You see like a hooded figure walking by, coming out from the weary traveler, and you see individuals with a little bit more, I guess, adventuring attire coming out of the quest log.
Basically, Cadmus just like waves somewhat nervously at both of them, and I'm guessing they don't wave back, and he just kind of puts it down now.
Well,
Oh shit!
one of them kind of like lifts their hands, and you're at a distance that I want you to roll me a perception check real quick.
All right. That is 11. 15.
15. You hear a small like, "Do you know that guy?" "No, but they're waving, so I thought I'd wave back." "Hi." Big awkward smile.
Same on Cadmus, honestly. Hey guys, look. People around here are friendly.
I think we should go. And they start to walk away.
All right, I was going to ask them about town, but okay, they're speeding up now. All right. All right, starting to think that instead of seeming nice, I may have seemed creepy.
It's happened to the best of us, friend. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
That's fair.
All right. What's y'all's first
do we-
move?
Do we want to go to the Weary Traveler or the quest log or somewhere else?
We have business at the Forge, but that doesn't appear to be in open at the moment. So yeah, quest log is a good start. Hey, listen, if anybody sees individuals wearing like blue sashes or bandanas, keep an eye on them. There was a group in the woods last night.
You said blue sashes?
Yes. Right? That's right.
They look blue pieces of cloth. I mean,
Blue piece of cloth, yeah. Okay.
that's yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
DM, was the light that Solomon saw in the direction that Elderon was? I'm starting to double think what I saw.
No, it was
okay.
more off to the side. Like if someone were to kind of go off the path,
Okay.
and like someone in the forest or something, there might be a building out there, but you're unsure. But it wasn't the path you took this morning. Definitely went by it. It didn't stay. It didn't cross its path.
Yeah, then I won't mention anything.
All right.
And DM entering the city proper, Ismark is on high alert for any wolf activity.
Okay.
So he'll be keeping an eye out for like tracks, any catches of fur and brambles, or anything that might tip him off to their presence.
Roll me a perception check. Roll me a perception check.
This, I believe, will be with advantage.
It will be.
Perception, you said?
Yes.
Nice. A 3 and a 5. That should be pretty good, right?
What lovely rolls.
The guys that walked out, they're definitely wolves.
Get them.
Go.
Wait, are you being serious? Because Ismark is about to go ballistic in the middle of the city.
Oh, is Mark about to go ballistic in the middle of a city?
If he thinks they're wolves, he is, yeah.
I mean,
So I need to know if you're being cheeky or if he really thinks they're wolves.
one of them had an off-green sash. Kind of bluish, not totally bluish, but maybe.
Oh boy! All right,
You rolled a. You rolled a.
he is
not very.
Hey, okay, here's what we'll do. If anybody wants to stop what Ismark's about to do, you're welcome to do it. But those next to Ismark would start sensing static energy in his vicinity as he begins to conjure up some winds.
Bismarck, you alright?
There they
They'll
are.
like make a loud. Oops, sorry.
The wolves.
Sorry,
they're here.
David.
Bella is gonna hold on to his arm. Where do you see the wolves?
Was it the two that just came out of the quest log that Cadmus just threw gang signs at? Those two.
They couldn't be wolves, they're friendly.
What makes you think they're wolves, Ismark?
I just get the feeling.
Is Kai able to see the color of the sash?
It's like your skin, but a little bit greener.
Oh, Ismark, you told us to be on the eye for blue sashes. That sash is clearly green.
I don't know if the sashes have anything to do with the werewolves, though.
I think perhaps we should not start a fight in the middle of a city.
Oh, it wouldn't be much of a fight, really. More of a putting down.
That's when I think Solomon would like click his teeth, like trying to get your attention, and just like, maybe we should play it how you said.
And how is that?
And quiet for now. Wasn't that what you told me?
Okay. We gotta track them.
And then I'll say, but you say the word, and we'll make it go loud though.
Ismark nods, and some of the kind of weathery elements in his vicinity start to dwindle.
Okay. All right. We move along. Where are y'all headed?
Bella doesn't let go until someone says something.
Well, are you holding on to Ismark, Bella? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Ismark will look at you and kind of nod like I'm okay.
She'll nod back. I'm glad you're okay.
Just keep a sharp eye out.
I will.
Wait, so are we following them, or?
I believe we're going where they just left. The quest log, I believe it was.
I'll stay on them.
Okay.
I looked to Solomon. Is he gonna burn down the city?
Looks over to Ismark, back at Cadmus, and then repeats, burn down? Nah.
Alright.
All right.
He's kind of looking at you and just the whole fire ganassi thing. He goes, personally, I'd be a little more worried about you.
Wait, why? Why would you be worried? Oh, right.
Yeah, like the houses are made of like, or are they stone? Actually, I don't know. I just assumed they were all wood.
Yeah. I mean, I think that if he's not gonna burn let's see. I don't think you've experienced. He sat down at the last bar. It was not like the chair underneath him did not burn and burst into flames. So
He's like warm to the touch, and when you've seen him like at heightened emotions, the heat around him does grow a bit warmer, but not to to the point where it's a bit uncomfortable, but not to the point where you're afraid that any kindling nearby is going to burst into flames.
Gotcha.
all right.
Yeah,
So
and you've also
Ismark,
seen
are you
when
pulling with Semi with you or Bella with you?
I mean, as soon as those two guys like head down the street, Ismark is tailing them. So yeah, either Bella's getting pulled along, or his heading off after them will pull himself free. Whichever.
Right. You head towards them. Who's following? Who's stopping? What's the plan, Stan?
Bella went, so Cadmus is following.
I think Bella would have stopped, realized she'd been holding on for way too long, pull away, and then huddle near Cadmus. And go wherever he went.
Okay, so
Oh, no. Cadmus followed you for a little bit, but was like probably about 30-40 feet behind you.
and then just I mean, as soon as Ismark walked away, you kind of let go. You redid it, and then you went to Cadmus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah. So anyone else? Anyone else?
Should we go with
3,
him, or
2.
The rest of you go on to the quest log. I'll tail Ismark.
all right? Here, one sec, and he places his hand on your shoulder, and a familiar yellow porcelain crab just appears on your shoulder. She's a good lookout.
Oh, how lovely. It's good to see you, Ember. I hope you'll be of great use here. Now then, I hope we'll see you all in a few minutes.
She kind of clicks her claws happily.
Lovely.
All right.
And and then kind of digs into the leather on your shoulder as a let's go fast.
Well then.
All right. You see these two folks kind of go north, head towards this, head towards like the north end of town, and then turn right into what it seems like a residential kind of area. More houses that look very similar, kind of row by row. Do you kind of say anything to these people, Ismark?
They're still on the move?
Yeah, they're just walking.
Nope, still just walking behind them.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna wait till they lead me to their den.
Gotcha. They keep going, and they go to this like one building, and you see that one of them just looking through, and like their bag, and they're like, oh, here it is, and they start fuddling through what seems like a key ring.
Where are they?
They're just in front of a house. Like I want to say like
Going
30
through their
feet down
stuff.
this. Yeah, exactly.
What is it?
What's inside the stuff, or what's in the key ring?
Yeah, what are they looking at?
You see inside, like some knives,
These dirty werewolves.
There, you see like on their side they have pouches, and through they find this key ring. They start flipping through the key ring. You can't see too much else in the bag. The bag's already kind of closed up, and you see him and opens the door.
Ismark is going to get out his 5 feet of silver chain.
Okay.
And he's going to go walking up to him.
All right.
Have they closed the door? Can he catch him?
Oh fuck. one of them is just like kind of he's putting the keys away. One of them's already inside. He's he doesn't sense you at all. I rolled a nat 1 and a 12.
So the one that's still in the doorway, Ismark is just going to touch. He's not like whipping him, but just like with the silver chain in his hand, he's going to touch their like forearm. With the chain.
You see him like retract and go, "Ha! Oh, that's kind of cool. Who are you?"
Ismark's gonna sniff him real deep.
He smells like a day's work.
Yep, and the silver did not like
No burning. You just see him react because someone touched his arm in the dark.
Ismark will walk away.
Excuse me, sir.
Keeps going.
Sir. Kai, you see Ismark running the other way, walking the other way. What do, Kai?
Well, first, I'm going to advance to the person he just... I'm unsure if assaulted is the correct word, but in this case, I'm going to go with assaulted. Do forgive him. I'm afraid he may be a bit senile.
Oh, yeah, no, it's...
It's also quite possible that he thought you might have been a werewolf.
Huh. Oh, That's okay. Just make sure you just kind of,
Indeed.
Okay.
Indeed.
What's your name? What's his name?
His name is Ismark. Mine is Kai.
Okay, well,
Lovely
Kai.
to meet you.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. This is very awkward. I've never been in this situation. I just don't know what to do here. He didn't attack me. He just touched me real quick with his chains and then walked away. I know it's senile, but hey, if you ever get into Ithaca, they might have something for him.
Good to know. Well, then, I suppose we'll leave you to your business.
Yeah, no, that'd be... have a good night! And he walks in and closes the door behind him.
Good night to you as well. And, then I shall proceed to tail Ismark once again.
Ismark, you're going back to the quest log?
Yep.
All right.
After he puts his chains away and brushes his hands off on his pants, which I just very well described in the Twitch chat instead of Roll20.
Hang on. Can I make a stealth roll to see if Ismark knew whether or not I was there?
Sure. Yeah, roll me a stealth.
You just gotta get above 11.
21.
Yep. Nice. Yep. Nothing. All right. Y'all head to the quest log. Once inside, you see a loud kind of roaring of kind of voices. It seems like everyone here has some sort of armor or staff or weapon hilted or sheathed, and it just seems like you've come to the local guild. And you see a board full of posters and things, and yeah, what would you like to do? There's also a bar on the side. This is more for those who are kind of less of a laborer, more of an adventurer type over here that comes here.
Salmon's going for the job board.
All right. You head to the job board. There's there's some sort of outside the perimeter of this place. There's been some activity of beasts acting a bit strange. Another quest says, hey, need some material. There's some guards, at least, to take me to this place while me and my workers take care of business. Another one seems like you see the symbol of a circle and a very if someone had a mustache, an M, but the ends of it curl up like a mustache. it's like this purple symbol that's kind of popped on it on the top right corner, and it says, "Looking for any magic items that you'd be willing to trade for gold, cash, or potentially more." And you just see that on the bottom, just like report to the House of Mortimer's. Sorry, the House of Mortimer's delegate. And there's many more just strewn all over the place. It seems like from left to right, it's like some very menial stuff to things that are being asked by House members. But yeah.
More, but I don't want to take all the time. The one thing I did want to do, as he's like, because he wants to sift under the top layer, if this is a board where they get posted over them.
Yes.
And kind of see the past jobs, and what he's trying to do is see if there is, through piecing together different jobs, if there is evidence of the werewolves close by or in the city.
All right.
Like, my friend's gone missing, like a week ago, like old jobs that probably have fallen through the cracks that might. Yeah, I said enough.
All right, roll me an investigation check. How long are you gonna stand here, and to like, how long would you stay here to look for it?
I'll give it a good 10-15 minutes.
And roll with advantage.
Yeah, Ismark
Okay.
would do the same if he's arrived by now.
Yeah, you would.
Okay. Ooh, that's a 16.
All right. You know that between this, there used to be a bit ago a bunch of wolves attacks, and then recently, as you kind of come back from this board, you see it being less and less often, to the point where it seems like maybe one or two flyers say that. You notice that there's one from Trent requesting that kind of assistance. And you believe that from what you've heard around town, that Throck had sent a message to potentially request anybody. But it seemed to like that request got buried. Yeah, hold up. I'm sending y'all what the Mortimer symbol looks like real quick, as best as I can. Yeah, what is everyone else doing? What is Kai, Cadmus, Bella, and Kilgore doing?
Cadmus is just looking around.
Okay.
Honestly, just like, yeah.
Kilgore is introducing himself to all the new adventurer friends around.
I'll get to that scene in a bit. Bella?
Still hiding next to Cadmus.
Alright. And Kai?
Kai will approach Bella and Cadmus, just saying, "My apologies for that. I wanted to make sure our friend here didn't assail anyone too harshly. He might have gotten us in a tiny bit of trouble with one of the people we've seen. I can simply hope not, however."
Yeah, I saw that.
Do you think it would be pertinent for us to keep an eye on him, just for the time being?
I mean, possibly, but, not sure.
Very well, then.
That was a clever bit about the, him being senile.
Thank you. glad it worked at the very minimum. Wait a minute. How were you able to know all this, Cadmus?
I forgot. I just remember right now why it happened.
Yep. I'm sitting here just like, is it gonna click? Right. One of the tricks that I have up my sleeve. Just a moment, and you see, Ember is currently sitting on his shoulder, and Cadmus's eyes, they don't roll back into his head. They like they just turn a flickering, fiery red. Uh, and like at a casual glance, you might almost think that where his eyes are, or where his eyes should be, there are just two flickering flames. And you see Ember's eyes take on a similar appearance, and you see one of the claws wave.
Oh, you're able to see through Ember. How interesting.
And the eyes revert.
Hmm.
Yes, that part I'm still kind of working out, why that works, but it does. So, I mean,
Barely
uh,
understand magic myself, to be perfectly honest. I wish I could help you more with that.
no, trust me, there's a lot to understand. And he pats his spell book.
Hmm.
Even I'm just scratching the surface.
Very interesting.
Yes, sorry about that, but, yeah, she, like I said, she's a good lookout.
How lovely. I only hope that that will be of more help in the future.
Indeed.
Ella, you're quite all right. You seem to be huddled up back there.
She's afraid of large places.
This
Oh,
is only the, and she starts counting on her fingers, fifth city I've been to.
Mm-hmm.
Civilization is quite, it's something.
no, I understand well. I I wasn't always the person you see before you. I was much like you at one point, Bella. Don't worry, I do understand you.
You didn't grow up around anyone or people for the first 3.5 years of your life,
I
and then
grew up.
you got roped into a realm of death and recovering broken people.
That's not quite my experience, no. I believe my life story is a story for another time, however. We have more pressing issues at the moment. Also, I would like to follow up on whatever it is that happened with you, because that sounds dreadfully interesting.
It is, just don't tell it around a campfire again. I didn't sleep for 3 days the last time you tried to tell me.
We'll
That
do
is
it in private then.
Cadmus
We'll do it in private then.
In daylight. In
Daylight.
daylight.
Private daylight it is.
in the morning.
Lovely.
Wait, but Ismark and Solomon seem really interested about some over there. Should we go see what they're working on?
I suppose that would be appropriate, yes.
Alright. Moves over there, but deliberately tries to help Bella in like kind of standing between her and the majority of the crowd.
Kai will get on the other side if there's a crowd around there as well. Alright.
Not much indication for wolf activity. Not sure where to go from here.
Mother, if if we're needed in or if we're in the need of quick bit of coin, one of those says that they need someone to check on the wards with a detect magic spell. I can't do that if that's something. I don't know. I just. No, the walls are more important. Sorry.
Agreed.
All right. I did just drop. I think it's actually still loading. 4 more symbols of different houses that have stamps on it. Let me know if you'll want me to name off anything.
And we're seeing these from the quest board.
Yes, they're on the quest board. I just dropping them off. Hopefully they're coming through.
Ismark's pretty laser focused right now. Single-minded.
JJ needs to know what the symbol of the new dawn is, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the symbol of the new dawn revolution?
Yeah.
Hold up. Did I make a symbol? Let me scroll through this real quick.
I think it's just boobies made with parentheses.
Well, here's the other thing. Maybe if I can be serious, part of me is afraid it's a new moon or something like that. You know.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Werewolves are already here, man.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
We might need to infiltrate the new moon. New dawn, dang it.
Inside.
All right. Is that a Peppa Pig? Wait, which one? Hold on.
The first
It's supposed to be like a knight's helm with a plumage on top.
Oh yeah, okay, I see that.
Nope.
I am not an artist. The other one's a battle axe with a shadow kind of underneath it. And some of them are other ones are just very simple shapes, yeah. In the order that they are seen, it's House of Rel, House of Ilinair, House of Bragdon, and then House of Xander. There's a whole human. Okay. Just for y'all, whoever wants to write notes. Anyways, okay, so there's from the drawing, it seems. Hold on, let me see how complete it was. All right. It's pretty worn and torn, but you just see like an outline of what it used to be, which is like kind of almost like a sunrise. But yeah, that's all you can tell from what, at least that's what the image is. A sunrise with like a fist in the air.
Oh, is this new dawn that you're
Yes.
describing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dope. Ismark's going to look at Kilgore, who's working the room, and kind of pay attention to that to see if Kilgore's getting any leads.
All right. Oh yes, Kilgore. Good. Okay, so I kind of rattle off a bunch of. Okay, so do you go to the most populated group, a table? Tell me what you're looking at, Kilgore.
I'm walking up to the nearest person.
You see the nearest person. He's kind of like coming your way, about to sit down, but you kind of like stand in front of him. To the left, there's a table with 2 other people. So what would you say? He's like, he has like a hand of grog, and he's like, "Hey, oh, hello,
Hello, friend.
hey man." He turns to his friends. He goes, "Does anyone say a purple minotaur? Am I?" And everyone's kind of jaw kind of dropped, like, "No, it's there, man."
Is there something on my face?
No, you ever heard of like seeing purple elephants?
I don't think I have.
Okay, like it means you've drunk too much, and they're having hallucinations, and maybe that wasn't beer.
I assure you, I am here.
Can I? Can he kind of points to your hand?
Hmm?
He kind of touches your hand.
Oh, I I instinctively move my hand towards his mouth.
Like punching or like what do you?
No,
no.
similarly to the wolves.
Yes.
This guy, hold on.
Great.
This guy with beer in hand touches you. You start putting your hand in his mouth, and he goes, "This isn't happening."
Yes, this is an introduction I've learned.
And he kind of backs away. Oh, okay. And he drinks the beer and just downs it and smacks his mug on the ground. Where are you from? As he kind of starts to get a little woozy. Shit. Yes. What do you say?
I'm not from far away, but I've learned recently that that's a normal introduction here. Yes.
He drops to the floor.
Oh. Oh my
and
goodness.
The two buds are like, fucking fish rider. They just kind of plop him onto the chair as they kind of like, hey, help us out.
Oh yes. Kogor will help him out.
All right, you place him like kind of long ways on this bench as he's just kind of like flopped there as he's like kind of starts to snore, and his friend kind of tilts his head off to the side, make sure he doesn't like vomit in his own mouth. He's like, "You're funny, man. You wanna drink with us?"
Do you have tea?
Not eyes. Not I. How about you go, and he kind of haphazardly just points to like this open window with like drinks and everything. Go over there and they'll get you something. And then the other friend that hasn't talked, he goes, God, these fucking fools. He seems to be a little bit more put together than the other two, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Kogor will ask, have I been rude? Was I supposed to put his hand in my mouth?
No, the what's it called? You guys like no. That's you. Look, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And the other guy's like, hey, frostbite. You need to relax. Okay. He's like, no, I'm good. And he kind of like starts to like slur his words, and he just all of a sudden is like, here, let me just take over, please. No. You're fine. I'm guessing this is just a different custom for you. Here. And he kind of puts his hand out. I want you to grab this. And it's just open air.
He will slowly and confusedly reach his arm out.
Alright. And he kind of puts his hand around yours. And then he goes, and this. And it kind of shakes it very, like, once. Oh. And then he lets go. Or do you let go?
He does not let go.
And all right. And now you let go.
Oh, yes.
You're
Sorry.
good, you're good. No. And that, my magenta man, is a handshake.
I see what you did there. That's quite funny. Handshake.
Yes. Very on the nose. Sorry, and Frostbite's like, he doesn't know the hand. And the guy's like, don't mind him. He's drinking in too much, I guess you'd call it silly juice or whatever. So,
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, okay. My apologies. And the man just kind of chuckles to himself. Go check the over there. They might have tea, but if this is your first time in Elderon, I'm Leroy.
Hello, Leroy. I am Kilgore.
Kilgore. Is that like my friend Fishfinder and Frostbite here, or? Is
Oh
that
no,
proper
the name is not literal. I make that very clear with all of my friends, and also not friends.
Okay. No worries, no worries. All right, cool. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Well, if you so wish to, sit here, do whatever. But yeah.
I actually had a question to ask you.
Yeah, no, man, new guy, no worries. Go ahead, ask away.
My friend, but also not friend, is curious about the location of wolves and some sort of wolf cult. Would you know anything about this?
Well, I wouldn't know, but my friend, and he kind of points to Fishfinder, or Fishrider, he might know in the morning, but he is passed out. He's been a little bit more of a nature guy, but not up to what I do. I'm more of a punch bash kind of guy.
That's quite violent. Who do you punch?
Well, anybody that I get paid to punch.
You get paid to punch people. Who
Yeah.
pays you to do this?
Townspeople, guild members, things like that. But, those who don't find it in Ithaca or are able to get into Ithaca stick around to see maybe, just maybe, there's a way in eventually. Or, like me, you just find your way professional quester. And you just stick around. It's an interesting place for sure. You have a bunch of different folks come through.
Some more friends to make.
Friends, long ago, there was a band of us. We came here in search of Ithaca. Found it. Got here, managed to not do too much damage, but the things we need to get into Ithaca we did not have. Apparently it's like information or a new revolutionary way to do something. Real smart guy things. Now, Frostbite, he knows a thing or two, but he doesn't know more than the people that are there in Ithaca. So we thought that was our ticket, and it was not. So we've been chilling here, waiting to see if we can maybe fall upon somebody that needs help. Or maybe we find something here. But, who knows?
Well, I hope you can do that, my friend.
Nah, I appreciate it. Go see if you can get yourself some tea. I've never asked for it. I don't ask for a menu. I just ask for one of something, and they hand it to me.
Thank you.
Of course, Kilgore.
I'll walk up. Is it like a receptionist, or is it an actual barkeep?
It's like there's not much of a kitchen, but just how do I explain this? Have you ever worked in food service? Essentially, where the bars are just sitting so servers can take them out, kind of thing, like a window.
Yeah.
That kind of place, and you can just put your order in and all that stuff.
From looking around, is there any sort of obvious owner of the establishment or anything?
No.
Okay.
Ismark would like to order food. Some food.
Yeah, you get some. There's some not cheddar, like a hearty soup. There is bread. There is vegetables.
One of everything.
Holy shit! 25 gold pieces.
Holy gosh!
Look,
I don't know what you guys are gonna get. I just paid for a year's worth of wages for somebody.
You get like. I didn't want to do the math. I just said 25 gold pieces.
That's so much.
Yeah, I know, but you put me on the spot, so I just spat something. Okay. You get soup, you get a sandwich, you get fruits and vegetables, you get salad. You get like 3 or 4 different kinds of salads that are just a little bit different. You know, that's how they sell them. One with, one without meat, one with just greens. Then you get meat just for shake. You get like every single. Do you just want food or cocktails as well? Like,
does the 25 cover the freaking cocktails?
I mean, yeah, that's the major of all.
Yeah,
of it.
bring them out, sure.
You find freaking things that come in martini glasses, things that come in like kegs itself, things that just are just like giant mugs, small mugs, medium mugs, shots all the way across. Like you've ordered the whole shebang, and they just like come out, and it's just rows. It's like flights of beer, flights of shots, and like sliders, and just like like corn and stuff, and just.
Ismark looks to the rest of them and goes, "You all should order something. It's pretty good."
Yes.
Is this like a whatchamacallit? You know, I really don't appreciate everything going silent at the same time.
We were waiting for you to say something.
You have the floor because we respect you.
No, it's weird because you all went silent at the exact same time, and I wasn't expecting it. Like rooms that we can rent.
Not here.
Okay.
And that'll be in the
Weary Traveler.
Yes, the Weary Traveler.
Okay. That's all I wanted to ask.
No worries.
Can Kilgore walk back up to the window?
Yes, of course. You just see loads of beer flying out and drinks and like chips and fucking salsa. Why not? I'm making salsa to be here. Fuck it. And just kind of flying out the window, going to a table that you see that Ismark's at. But yeah, what would you like?
Everything is so strange here. Hello?
Hi. What can I get you? What can I get you?
I was asked to get silly juice.
Oh, well, and then you see like this like clear container that looks like a fishbowl go out. You want one of those, and he just kind of goes to Ismark's table. Just yeah, and you see like swirls of color and everything just kind of fly around it.
Oh my goodness. How much is this going to cost?
This is gonna cost like a silver piece. Ismark, don't take off 25. I'll figure out some sort of pricing system. You made me to figure out a whole menu by just spitting out everything. Anyways, yes. It's gonna be 1 silver piece.
He'll hand it over.
Alright. Give us a second. We have this order, and it's just like a big 1 on it. And then we'll get to you. Yeah, just sit down wherever, and we'll come we'll drop it off to you, man.
I'll sort of wave over to the Frostbite and the others, and then try to sit down at an empty table and wait for the party if they wanted to sit.
The party already has a table because Ismark's getting food.
I realize I'm sitting at an empty table and the party's ahead of me. I
You
will
just-
move up.
You move
Now
up.
here's the question: do you are you stubborn enough to be like, no, we're sitting at this table?
No, I would join my friends.
Eventually, the food would have gotten to you, like of all the plates that are coming down. But yeah, you all sit at a table.
Ismark, do you truly plan to eat all of this?
No time for talking.
I suppose living where you're not guaranteed a full meal every day can make you work up quite the appetite.
Oh, Barovian food sucks.
It did. I agree with you.
This stuff's all right.
Just stick something in your mouth.
Yep.
Cadmus just kind of gets up and kind of sheepishly heads up to the person. Out of curiosity, what do you recommend on the menu?
Say that. Who are you talking to again?
What's it called? Whoever we're placing our order with, I can't think.
Oh,
of
the
it.
waitstaff.
Thank you. Yeah, Cadmus walks up and, what do you, would there be anything that you recommend on the menu?
You know what? I would go with the mutton bread because my cooks are pretty backed up, and you're not gonna see them until. He points to your friend's order's done. Okay, so like that's my recommendation. Yeah.
All right, the mutton bread. Thank you. How much?
2 copper. Do you want?
Thank you.
Do you want rye? You want wheat? Do you want 6 grain? Do you want white?
What's the difference?
Texture. A little bit bitterness. A little bit grainy.
I'll take, one sec. Where is it? Rye.
Okay, you get it right, Brad. And do you want a drink? By the way, there's like 6 steeped like teapots with different flavors in them.
Yeah, sure. Surprise me.
Okay. Give me a grog. And they just get it to you right away.
Yeah, I'll take it to the table. Alright, so got some mutton bread, and, I believe she called this a grog?
The bread's not bad.
Oh, okay. What type did you get?
It's all of
A
them.
little bit of everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now listen, you want to take that stuff and you want to dip it into this here. And Ismark shoves over like a bowl of like some sort of like melted butter or gravy-ish type of like thick liquid. Dip it, trust me, just dip it in there.
Alright. Immediately does so. And takes a bite.
Huh?
That's not bad. Is it supposed to taste this dry?
No, that's why you dip it. You gotta get more of it in there.
Alright. Takes it and like puts a giant chunk of like basically is almost using the bread as a full-on spoon.
There you go. Yeah, like that.
Alright. And takes a bite. And like coughs a little, and then manages to get it down. All right. All due respect, Mr. Ismark, you were wrong about that.
Well, it'll grow on you. It's an acquired taste, they say.
And why don't you just eat what you like?
I am.
Oh, all right. That, And yeah, like I imagine that he's like pointing to various bits that Ismark. Would you mind if I try just a little bit of that and a little bit of this?
Don't get carried away.
No, just a little bit. I'm trying to see what I have a taste for.
Sure.
And like taste some things and finds that a lot of it is not to his palate. Honestly, a lot of this tastes bland.
Oh, you should have tried the food where I came from.
Cadmus, you can't be too picky.
What? I've had some food, but I'm not sure yet.
I can promise you that this is much better than raw fish, rotting deer guts, or Barovian food.
I love that you put it all on the same level.
Who would eat raw guts and or raw? Wait. Who would eat raw fish and deer guts?
Me?
You really should.
I'm surprised what people eat when they're hungry.
That's what I grew up eating.
Huh.
Cadmus, I'm sure I've told you this story.
You did. I thought it was entertainment.
No, I assure you, that was real.
Oh. My apologies. For both the fact that I misunderstood and the fact that you had to go through that.
No, it's okay.
So what? And also this Barovian food. It was quite bland.
Yeah, very. Not good to eat.
You might say it lacked soul.
Why would you say that?
I don't get it.
All right.
And yeah, like he does tend toward the spicier options, but like anything that for a normal person would not like pretty much set your mouth on fire, he calls it bland.
Gotcha. Is this like heat preference or spice preference?
Spice.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Anything else from y'all? I'll get an actual count for you, Mark. You're making me do a whole like Chili's menu over here.
I took off 5 for now.
It's fine. Fair. I'm not fucking doing that math, dude.
I don't want to take up a whole lot more time here.
No
but,
worries.
Kai will also go up to the waitstaff.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon, I truly do not wish to inconvenience you at the moment. You wouldn't happen to have just any raw fish back there?
No, we definitely do. And you see this this woman go like, oh, I mean, what kind of fish? Are we talking like trout, carp? And then you hear like 86 carp. Okay, well, the carp's out. So like, any salmon? What do you need, man? Like, what kind of fit? Go
I
ahead.
do have a preference for salmon, I must say.
Perfect. Just raw, right?
Indeed, just raw.
All right. And you see, like, with one of her fingers, she kind of like points to a white paper, and it just kind of pops up on like the other side where the kitchen's at.
I do sincerely appreciate this.
No
and
worries, no worries.
Without even asking how much it costs, Kai just offers them 2 gold pieces.
Oh my gosh. Hey, you need change for this?
Please keep it. I think you'll need it after tonight.
And it's every night. This is gonna get me through this place.
Lovely. I hope you can come to a better station someday.
All right. All right. Does anyone? We have 5 minutes left, and unless you guys have any time to go over.
Yeah, I mean, we started late.
We did start late, so how much longer do y'all want so I can figure out what kind of stopping point to have?
I'm good to keep going.
I can go very late.
Are we doing 30 minutes or an
Oh,
hour more?
Bella just said something.
20
looks
minutes.
Like 20 minutes max.
All right. Heard. All right, 20 minutes from now or 20 minutes from 30? From 30. Okay, cool. All right, so do y'all have an idea of what to do next?
Well, we can wait for Fish Rider to sober up and try to get a beat on him for the wolves. Otherwise, no, not that I can think of.
What time of day is it?
It's night. It's like 7 p.m.
We need lodging, don't we?
Indeed.
Because that's another building. It's not here, right? Yeah.
Correct. Kilgore, what were we about to say?
Was I told like a specific direction this wolf's den was, or just a general outside of Elderon?
Outside of Elderon.
Okay.
Yes, then otherwise we're just doing like surveillance loops, trying to find tracks and stuff.
All right. So we done
Maybe
with
start shaking down. Not shaking down.
Just started.
There's an expression like shaking trees to get answers. There's some sort of expression like that.
Shaking trees. Yeah.
Trees tomorrow, and we can try to get a hold of a Fish Rider or some of the other locals.
I believe that would be a good course of action.
Good. It gives me time to finish all this.
Roll me a con save.
Not great. A 9.
Wow, you have pretty good con.
I do.
You kind of going past your limit, but it's so fucking good, dude. So you keep going.
Right.
You have a bellyache in the morning for sure.
Used to it.
Would you like Kai to do a con save because raw fish?
I feel like Kai's done this before multiple times.
I just wanted to make sure.
No, I mean, nah, you're good. You're good.
All right.
All right. So are we leaving the quest log and going to the Weary Traveler?
Yeah.
All right. Kilgore, you kind of like nod, and with a whole party of bunch of different faces all together. And you head to the Weary Traveler.
Lodging, please.
For all 6.
As Mark looks around for confirmation. Yep.
And will
Yes,
you be
please.
needing special accommodations? Like a little bit more rough, like, you know, you feel more comfortable with a little bit more water, or a little bit a stone. Like, I don't.
A sturdy bed.
Sturdy bed, okay. So Shikara's writing this down.
If it wouldn't be too much trouble, I would appreciate an area with a bit more water, yes.
Alright.
Bit of a warmer room if you have one.
Alright, yes, I got that. It gives you two stones. One's kind of moist to the, like a slick rock. Hands it to you, Kai, and to you something a little bit more warm. It almost feels like it's about to, like, its small vibration, and hands it to you. Just set this on the little outcut in the middle of your room, and it should work.
Lovely. Greatly appreciated.
Of course. And for your sturdy bed, and then kind of gives you a key. Anything else?
How much for the rooms?
Well, the specialty rooms are 3 copper.
Please, 3 copper.
And anybody else, just the 1.
Lovely. I'll pay you the 3 copper as well.
Alright, anything else, folks? Alright. We head tonight. It is now the 23rd? Or is it now the 24th?
24th.
Going into the 24th.
We're going into the 24th, okay.
Like before he fully went down to sleep tonight, that night, Cadmus is going to like start on some of the work of crafting those herbs into a healing potion.
Alright. Roll me a flat d20, see how things go.
That's a 6.
You muddle it up and it just kind of looks a little disgusting.
I might be able to recover that. But that's probably something for tomorrow.
Alright, yep.
Yeah, that's all.
Before falling to sleep, Ismark finds a nearby window, and listens for the howling of wolves.
Alright.
Solomon's staying up pretty late tonight. I'm gonna be down in the common area with Shakwa for a while.
Alright.
Might not sleep tonight.
I want Ismark to roll me a perception check. Are you looking, or are you just chilling out?
A
JJ.
bit of both. Yeah, I mean, I'm here with my thoughts in Shakwa, so also looking for any distraction. So, yeah.
Alright. Very faintly you hear a wolf howl. Ismark.
And I gauge direction.
It seems like the west. You can't tell if it's like northwest or southwest or just directly west, but somewhere that way.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And JJ, you have a uneventful night, just you and Shakwa, just watching. You see the halfling woman say, You need anything right now, love? Honey.
Is it just us, or are there other people?
Well, it's just you right now. Is anyone else staying up with, or is this like? Have y'all not gone to sleep?
If Ismark knows Solomon is still up, Ismark will go down to the common room.
All right. Do y'all need anything?
Wine, if you have it.
Yeah, of course.
And he'll probably fish in his pocket, grab a gold, get her attention again, and just say, if you have a wine cellar, something oaky and earthy, oldest cast you got.
Well, don't mind if I do. Of course, of course. Do you want a bottle or do you want just the glass?
Let's start with the bottle.
All right. It goes down and you see like she's got like a rag and polishing it off and you see like a bit of dust on it. This might do. It says it's been sitting here for what seems to be a couple hundreds of years. And you see like it says like dragon flesh grape. And you see the logo is the Wines and the Wizards.
What is that?
Huh?
You said it's because that was from Barovia, right?
Right.
Yeah. Kind of like what's the word? Like the happy, not the happy, but like a nod of like good selection, kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'll be kind of silent until she leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Bismarck says anything.
Does Ismark need a glass? She kind of looks at you and sees you say anything.
Ismark just like very contentedly kind of slaps his belly a couple times.
All right, sounds good. All right, and they leave. Is that what you just feast on for the night?
Yeah. That way I can think. Still camera shy.
No worries,
You're
no
good.
worries. All right, then. Then we have a good night. Yes, Kilgore.
I have two things.
Go ahead.
Would I maybe, perchance, be able to overhear the sounds of herbalism happening in a room over from my wonderful friend Cadmus?
I'm gonna say disadvantage perception.
Okay. Because I'm not sure if I actually know that's what he's doing. Disadvantage.
It's too loud. Things going around right now.
Can I use my cool inspiration dice I have?
Yes, you can use your cool inspiration dice.
How do we call that? Do we call it before or after?
You can call it after.
Okay. I have a D8.
All right.
Okay.
That's a 9. You would get wafts of a scent, but you can't tell where it's coming from. Is it food? Is it outside? Something's going on.
When Cadmus fucks it up, does he hear "Shaza"?
Sure. Kilgore hears a bit of shiza from like 2 rooms down.
A little bit curious, Kilgore would go to Cadmus's room and gently knock on the door.
It's unlocked.
He will open the door and sort of wait to be invited in.
Cadmus is still just like looking over the desk where you see a bunch of herbs spread out,
Mm-hmm.
and one vial has has a very non-healing potion looking muck in it.
Oh.
Damn it. Huh? Oh, Kilgore. Come in.
Hello, friend. Thank you. I can't help but notice what you're doing.
Still getting the hang of things. I bought these herbs from Jewel. Back in Trent. I was hoping to craft it into an elixir, but I'm having trouble remembering how to. It's like my muscles remember how to do it, but any time my brain gets in the way, I forget.
Well, I don't know the cure to that, but I do know that I can help you.
That would be wonderful.
Looks like you're not grinding them down enough in the mortal and pestle. And Kilgore will sort of politely gesture over towards it as if he could pick it up.
Sure.
And I actually don't know how to use herbalism kits, but I am proficient.
So you're just gonna roll a d20 with proficiency. Because you are proficient in the kit and you have it.
Which attribute would you assign to that?
Oh yeah.
What's
Wisdom?
nature?
Wisdom.
Yeah, do that.
Nature is intelligence.
That is true. Yes.
What about survival?
It's a 7.
That's wisdom.
Either or. I'm done with either or.
With nature, it's a 7. With survival, it's 9.
All right.
So
You're unable to fix it. It looks better. You feel the color of it doesn't look like this gooey mush anymore, like this brown, but it has this sort of turns into this deep green, but not where it needs to go, kind of thing.
Oh. I seem to have made it worse. Mostly.
No, it looks like you didn't exactly make it worse, but you also didn't make it better. If that makes sense. Just kind of a different version along the same stage.
Well, I wish I could be of more help to you.
Probably gonna pack it all up for the night and give it another try tomorrow evening.
Well, if you need any more amazing help from me, then you need only ask.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know you had talents in this region.
Well, I'm sort of a friend of the forest, you could say.
Quite. I probably should have realized that before. Thank you.
No problems. Good night, my friend.
And good night to you, my friend.
Kilgore will return to his bedroom.
Sorry, I just wanted to add one thing. On the desk, like near, like with all the herbalism stuff, you did see a somewhat larger bowl, and Ember having a wonderful time trying to get all of the water out of the bowl by splashing.
But after that, Kilgore would return to his room and sort of think about Ismark's sort of reaction today about the wolves and everything. Sort of think to himself, I wish I could be more helpful to my friends. I don't know a lot about this, but I'm going to try. I'm going to. He's going to try to ritual cast, locate animals or plants. He doesn't think it would. He doesn't know a lot about werewolves, but he's looking for the wolf kind of region.
Gotcha.
To see if he could help locate this area that they're looking for.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a survival check. I'm gonna try to ask Ismark something in secret. Did you do the thing you always do? Did you ingest the stuff you usually ingest?
I forgot to say it, but it's part of the nighttime routine.
Okay.
I'll try to make a point to say it though each night. I'll have my tea.
All right, cool. Okay. I want you to roll me a Constitution check. You are completely filled. And you're trying to add
Mark still.
Yes, and you're trying to put something else on it.
Oh gosh, there's no room for my nightly tea.
You're fine. You're good. You keep it down.
Ah, the good stuff.
All right, and I got 2 rolls from somebody. You go out, you find, let's see, and I need a survival check from Pink as well. I don't know if I missed it. Oh, there it is. Nice. Okay. And you find just the thing you need. A small little animal. You bite into it. And I don't know if you want to actually narrate, but I just want to let one of your players has gone out and done something. Speak up if you want to narrate, or you want to be a mystery still. Okay.
Speak up.
Oh yeah, okay. Cool. And you bite into this small little animal and just rip its flesh. And warm blood just drips down your mouth. You feel like it's sated for now. You don't think it's going to need to be sated for maybe a couple more nights, but yeah, we're good. Now, this may be a different player. This might be the same player. Kilgore. You kind of go out and you find that you find some tracks, a couple. You with your locate animals, you kind of know that they're from. It's 5 miles out. Okay.
Yes.
West, directly west. And it goes out for a long time. And you sense like 2 or 3, and then they kind of. Then it just turns into 1, 2. For some reason, like did they get out of range, or did something happen? But yeah.
After ending the spell, his eyes are like wide, almost in a cold sweat after seeing what he saw. I almost regret doing that. Do we have like maps of the area?
Sorta. Not of the close area. That might be my next to-do list.
Oh, I mean, like, do our characters have maps?
Definitely not. You haven't bought it yet.
Okay.
That's something you can definitely get from the market in the morning.
I will make a note of West and try to put that terrifying image of whatever that was past him. He will open his windows and disrobe completely and sort of lean up like against the wall in front of the window, sort of like sitting like crisscross applesauce style.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll try to drift off to sleep.
All right. Anyone else want to say goodnight? We're about to end stream. To your characters, at least.
Cadmus tries to fall asleep early, but is ultimately kept awake and studies his journal a bit. Not the one that he takes notes in, the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, spends a bit of time with that until he drifts off.
All right.
I has been taking a bath this entire time, fell asleep in the water.
Hey, I did it again.
You posted to...
Oh, no.
Ismark has fitful dreams of wolves attacking his childhood home. There, I just said it.
All right, awesome. All right. And Bella?
She's wrapped up in a messy nest on the floor of her room.
All right, sounds good. And there we have our restful sleep. As in the distance to the west we found out, wolves lie. And that's the end of this chapter.
Yeet!
Lovely.
Yes. Thank you. Quick shout out to thank you, Calamity Ritos, Skyrim Brich, Draina Rockets, Alien Knights, Legalato 865, Hello, Bluky, Gringo 21498. Thank you for the follows. Appreciate it.
Nice.
We're at 30 now. We just need 20 to get affiliate and all that stuff.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
We at like 8
Hell
on the
yeah.
first day, so doubling each time. We're gonna be famous by the end of the month. That's all I'm saying.
That's
science.
what I'm hearing.
I'll
Household
work
Household
as
name.
hard as I can to get my servers to tune in.
Appreciate you so much. All right. Well, thank y'all for listening. Y'all have a wonderful night, everybody.
Bye, internet.
Have a good one as well.
Suckers.
Good night.
Dude.
Dumb internet.
Uh-huh.